Is David Morrell supposed to be next for you guys?
I don't know. We have a contract for 3 fights, and that contract is not lining up who's next or whatever. We have Bivol, Andrade, Charlo, and David Morrell. But anything could happen. Anything can happen. Nothing's set in stone. He's not a mandatory. He's not even in the organization with the WBC. We don't even fight for the WBA. So, I mean, there's talks, and let's make it happen. I would love to fight him now. Like I said, I think he's still making that change into amateur to professional. He has a little bit of fights. If we can fight for that belt, that would be great. We will take that fight right away. Bubu Andrade, that's another fight that we can take right away. And anybody at this point, at the end of the day, we got to stay busy. We got to continue doing what we do. And the only way you're going to get recognition is by fighting these guys, man, that nobody wants to fight.
Have you kind of lost all hope in a fight with Jamal Charlo at this point?
No, no, not at all. I haven't even lost hope fighting Canelo Alvarez. I mean, David's the mandatory, but we're not focusing on Charlo. We're not focusing on Canelo. We would just want to stay active. We're supposed to fight in September, so or somewhere around there. So we just need to keep proving people where we at. I think he had a great performance. People liked him. He's a friendly fighter, and I think we just stay active. And whatever we get, we gotta fight.
Give me the timeline, man. Do you think your son will be at 175 by next year? Do you think it'll probably be 2025? What's kind of like your gut feeling?
Yeah, right now, like I said, he gave 166. There's no problem with the weight. We'll wait to capture all the belts. We're gonna see Canelo get stripped if he doesn't fight the mandatory. Hopefully, the WBC does the right thing and they're gonna strip him because David's a mandatory. So after Ryder, he's supposed to fight David. Now, if he doesn't fight David, I think he's gonna get stripped. And we're thinking about 68. But if they offer me a fight with Bivol next, that would be great because I want to have that revenge against Bivol and Zurdo Ramirez and Canelo. Imagine how big that fight would be, David Benavidez against Bivol. That's a fight that it's a dangerous fight. It's a really good fight. I think we could definitely jump all the way and fight him if he wants to do it. And if the promotion wants to do it, we could also fight Beterbiev. He's the fucking animal. He's a fucking fuck. But you gotta understand, he's almost 40 years old, bro. So at the end of the day, he's a very dangerous fighter too. But David's ready, man. David's ready to take these challenges and make history in both weights.
Which fighter at 175 do you think is a little bit more difficult? A guy like Bivol, who does have some respectable and good power, but like a really good boxer, or a guy like Beterbiev, who knocks everybody the hell out, man. Which one is more
Yeah,
difficult?
you know what? You're gonna think it's funny. I gotta give it to B Ball
Mm.
because he throws more punches. He does more. Beterbiev is just a guy that hurts you with one punch. But if you have fighters, come on, he beat this guy. The last guy that he beat, he was a construction worker. You know, I mean, listen.
He was a world
Not
champion though,
disrespect.
man.
No, no, not to disrespect him.
Mm.
But listen, not to disrespect him. Like I said, man, he's a
Mm.
good fighter, but he's not a legit boxer, man. He came up because he fucking had heart. He had will. But you're not gonna tell me how many amateur fights did he had? All because of the hard work, fucking dedication. You know, but you can see the skills, bro. Come on. But like I said, my respect to this guy. He was a world champion. He deserves that respect. But like I said, you can't compare him to David, man. Like I said, or B Ball. I would love to see that fight B Ball against Beterbiev. That's a great fucking fight, bro. You
Mm.
know, and at the end of the day, like I said, I think it's time for David. This era is for David now. He's only 26 years old. He's undefeated, a three-time world champion. And he hasn't lost, bro. So we still got to prove. I'm not saying he's the best. We still got to prove. But the only way to prove is by fighting these guys. We're not afraid to fight these guys, man. They bring a lot of danger, but we're ready. He'll fight anybody, man. And that's the good thing about us. But like I said, I can't think that we're gonna lose to these guys because if I think that, then I'm fucked. Because then I'm like, how do I go? How can I fight a guy thinking that, oh shit, this fight is gonna be hard. This fight is a little bit dangerous, like, oh, I don't know. I don't know, no, fuck everybody. We're gonna fuck everybody up.
I like the attitude, man. Do you think that Canelo, or he did just have his surgery on the left hand a few months ago? Do you think that he is gonna look like his dominant self against John Ryder in May?
Yeah, for sure, man. There we go again, man. See, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but Ryder was losing, bro, on this last fight. But then the other guy got tired, and that's how he came up. And now he gets a fight with Canelo Alvarez. Eddie Hearns is saying that David has not done anything in boxing. He doesn't deserve the fight with Canelo Alvarez because he hasn't proved anything. Has Ryder proved anything? I mean,
Well, I guess, if we want to be technical here, he is the WBO interim belt holder, but your son is the WBC interim belt holder.
Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, let me ask you something real quick. Just as a fan, who do you rather see, Ryder or David against Canelo?
Come on, man.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, we want to give the people the fights that they want to see. I feel super proud because we did that. Caleb Plant asked for all these demands, and what did I say? Give him everything he wants. I don't know if you know that. I don't care. Let's make it happen, because if I see he asked for 5 things, and if I would have said no to one, he would have said, "Oh, I tried to make the fight. They didn't want to make the fight." So at the end of the day, man, I want Terrence Crawford to fight Earl Spence. I want all these guys to make these fights happen, man. You guys deserve it. Everybody pays so much for man. That's what we're here for, man. To fight talented people against talented people, dangerous fights. And we just want to make history, man. I'm thankful and I'm happy where I'm at now. We've done so much for boxing. I'm just saying for myself, because I come from nothing, bro. I didn't even know nothing about boxing. And to be here talking to you and being in this big stages, man, I'm done, man. I'm paid. So what am I afraid to? I'm done. I'm happy with if I stop boxing today, fuck, I never thought I would be here. So man, to me, it's an honor, being here. So why not give everything we have, and keep making history, bro?
For sure, 100%. As badly as I want to see your son fight Canelo and everybody else wants to see it, I think that's a fight that's likely to happen next year. He got the Ryder, he got the Bivol rematch, so I don't think Canelo's going to end up fighting your son this year. But next year, I feel pretty confident that he will. So if
you know what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're going to stay focused. We're going to keep training and be ready, because opportunities come every day. You don't know when. You got to be ready, because if you're not ready, hey.
So who is there like a particular, I know you said David Morrell would be like a really good guy to fight next. Is he the guy that you guys probably want to target while you're waiting for Canelo probably next year? Is he perfect for you?
I'm targeting everybody. I'm targeting David Morrell, Bubu Andrade. I'm targeting Charlo. I'm targeting this guy from Mexico, Munguia. He wants to fight 175. Fucking come at 168. Let's make it happen. 168. I'm targeting Canelo. We're targeting everybody that wants to make it happen. And those are good fights. The guys that I just mentioned, they're good fights, man. So I think let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Like I said, we don't think that we're better than nobody, but we're willing to take those chances, and we're not gonna put any excuse like of whatever, in order to make the fight. Let's make it happen.
I never thought about the whole Munguia thing, man. That's a pretty interesting.
I don't understand why he wants to go out all the way to 175. Fucking jump to 168. Let's make it happen tomorrow.
What do you kind of think of him as like an overall fighter, man?
I think he's a young fighter. He gets hit a lot. I mean, we won't see until we make that fucking fight happen. Does it make sense? That's a fucking fight that I would love. I would like to have, to make. So, I mean, he has a big crowd in Mexico now too. So he does have a good following. So I think that would be a good fight. I don't know about you, but or the fans.
Do you think your son could ultimately stop Munguia if they fought like this year, next year?
You know what? If we don't give the fucking referee Caleb Bayless or whatever, I think David can stop anybody. We just got to get another fucking referee.
Fair enough, man. I don't think a lot of people were too happy with him, man. But
Yeah, so, but at the end of the day, I mean, that was even worse for Caleb and his team. I think they should complain about that shit.
what do you think about Edgar Berlanga? That's always been a fight that's
Well, that
been
was another guy that I was going to tell you and I forgot, but I didn't want to mention him because he hasn't been looking good. I don't think it's fair to bring him in the picture. You know, he's been looking a little bit not so great, and now he's with a new promotion company. So I don't even think they're gonna put him right now with somebody like David or any of these guys that I mentioned because I don't think he's ready. He has to prove himself a fighter too. He's a good fighter. He just has to stay disciplined, bro. He's young, strong, but he hasn't been looking good, bro.
gotcha. Could you kind of give me your thoughts on the
You know
whole?
what? I'll fight him. You know what a good fight would be if I put Berlanga against my other fighter, Diego Pacheco.
Oh, that would be a really good fight.
Shit,
That
let's
would be
make it
really
happen.
good.
Let's make it happen.
You think that can happen anytime soon?
I don't think so. I don't even think that would you think they want to put him with Pacheco right now?
Let's see how he looks in his first fight with Max.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta give him fire too in order to make that happen.
Fair point, man. Would love to get your thoughts on the whole, a little bit of controversy with the whole Chris Colbert, Rayo. Give me your thoughts on that whole situation.
Oh man, that's another fight too, man. I thought Rayo did enough to win, just to win the fight enough. He dropped him in the first round. He hurt him a couple of times. And even in the last round, he fucking went wobbling to his corner. Uh, I think, man, he got robbed, man. And everybody thought that, even the commentator, everybody saying that, I think if let's fucking give him the rematch, let's make the fucking rematch happen. And let's see what happens. But at the end of the day, man, we're okay. We're happy, man. If they don't want to give us a rematch too, he gained a lot of fans from that fight. And to me, he's a winner. He won that fight and he bounced back. It's not like he bounced, I mean, all the way to the back of the line. I think he got a lot of fans and people are behind him. And they know who won that fight. So that's all that matters to me.
Do you think there was anything he probably could have did a little bit differently or maybe done better in that fight? Like, yeah, he hurt Chris a few
No,
times.
no, I think you got to give it to Colbert, man. He's a good fighter, bro. He's a very dangerous fighter. He's fucking fast. He's really good. Of course, we wanted to knock him out too, but fuck, he's a good fighter. It wasn't an easy fight. So, like I said, I'm satisfied just by getting that fight, and I thought we won, and that was a big satisfaction to me. But he's a good fighter, bro. I don't know how he's gonna look now because we can see now that he doesn't have a chin and he gets fucking hurt a lot. So I don't know if he's even worth investing money on him. I think a lot of people are upset of how he performed. Is he ready? Rayo did not look like that. So I don't know, man. I just want the rematch, man. If he could get us and I know that he would not give us a rematch, and you guys know why, because in this fight, I man, hopefully he could do the rematch. He has to in order to get those fans and people start talking shit about that. I think that he should do the rematch.
Gotcha. Just two more questions for you. Your son and Caleb, that was, I want to say that was probably the first big fight of 2023. Now we have a bunch of them that's coming up now. Obviously in the next few weeks, we got Tank, we got Ryan. Would love to get your thoughts, man. Break that down for me.
And that's another great fight, man, that we were waiting for a long time. I like both of them. Both of them are fucking dangerous. It's a fucking good fight. The only thing that I can say is that Tank has been active and he looked kind of bad with Leo Santa Cruz, and then he adjusted and he fucking looked spectacular. The same thing with Rolly, man. It was an exciting fight and it was like fuck, and then he adjusted and looked phenomenal. And then he comes with the last fight and he looked impressive. Ryan Garcia hasn't fought for a while. I think he should have taken like a fight or two, maybe just to get in rhythm. I know he had some mental problems and all that, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's a great fight, man. I wish both good luck, and whoever wins, I'm gonna be happy, man, because I like both of them. So it's a good fight. The
Is,
good satisfaction is a good fight, bro.
is there anybody you're leaning towards in that one?
Man, I don't want them to get mad at me, bro. To be
We'll
honest,
leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. We don't got to do it. We'll leave
yeah,
it
because I
alone.
like whoever wins, I'm gonna be happy, man, because they deserve this fight. Whoever wins is going all the way to the top, bro. And fuck, and then it's gonna be another better fight once whoever
Gotcha.
wins.
Gotcha. And just my last one. Would love to know your thoughts on who's gonna possibly win the fight that's supposed to take place, I believe, July 25th between Stephen Fulton and Inoue. Who do you think wins that one, man?
I like both, I really don't know him, so I could say in a way, I think I'm towards a little bit more towards him, a little bit because of what he's done a little bit. I mean, both have done a great job, but on styles, I will go with Inoue, I think a little bit.
Gotcha. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate you taking the
Thank you.
time. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.